I was messing around for hours, like digging up riverbanks trying to find worms as a bait. And yeah, in that video, someone put a comment on saying, "Why don't you just have a composter at home?" And yeah, registered finally. I do actually have a composter at home, and yeah, I'm getting my worms from there. I'll show you. So this is my compost bin, and I've pretty much skimmed the top off it, and there's millions of worms. So I've washed out an old bait pot, and I'm just gonna start picking them out. It's a free bait. Loving it. Oh, got a live one. And there we have my bait for fishing. Look at the size of that worm there. Massive. I might cut that in half. Out of all the things that a person like me would forget, it has to be my zebra cam this time. I've just I've come too far now. It's, yeah, I'm not going back for it. But I've got nothing to boil water in now. So we'll just have to persevere with that one. Can't believe it. I had it sat out, my spare one, the larger one I have. I had it set out next to the door, and I've just not picked it up when I walked by. God. Just my luck. I will have a coffee tonight. River's a lot higher with a lot of rain we've been having. You can see these bits of grass that were on an island, and now they're just underwater. Same with all along there and over there. It's about a foot higher than it normally is this time of year anyway. There's the fish camp over there. See how high it is. Fire in the riverbank's flooded. But that's just, it was only a fish camp for low water fishing, so yeah, sweet little spot, but no good to us tonight, as you can see. And there's that tree that nearly killed me last time. I'm not playing with. Even the higher riverbanks are a bit more flooded than usual. I'm gonna watch that. It's a rucksack I've been carrying all the way out here. Not that bad. My DPM Highlander one, and my fishing kit. And I have my worms in there too. Oh, I can't believe I forgot my zebra cam. I'm here at one of my other fish camp fire pits, but I'm not camping here tonight. I'm just gonna fish for maybe 2 hours and see how it goes. Debating making quite a deep river crossing to my old main Woodland camp. I've not been to in a long time, so I might pop up there and walk back the other side, find a spot to camp once I've done a little bit of fishing. Because these telescopic rods, I basically just set them all up with the ball, the split shot and the hook, and then just reel it all up, so that it's just basically a case of pull out and casting when I get to the fishing spot. So there's not too much hassle about refreading unless I lose the tackle on there. But I carry lots of spare tackle in here, so I'm good. Got my first line in, literally just casted it out. It's, well, over here, just out the main current, just in the side bit. Quite a good cast if I do say so myself. Although the current looks like it's totally ripped it across the river, because it looks like it's in here now. I've got a feeling the fishing isn't going to be too successful. I'm not going to jinx it now, but to me, current's too fast, water's too high, too murky, lots of debris in it too, so it's not. Every time I've cast it out like once or twice already, and every time I've reeled it in, there's maybe 10-15 leaves wadded around my line. So yeah, with the wind blowing all the debris into the water, I very much doubt the fish are going to be biting on my worm. But I'm going to give it a fair try. I'll give it 2 hours and then we'll pack up the fishing kit and go and do a nice hammock camp somewhere. I've got a giant steak for tea, that's pretty much it, and a bit of bacon for tomorrow. Well, I'm going to call them pork chops for breakfast because it's bacon with an epic thickness to it. I've finished fishing, yeah, 2 hours and 20 minutes and nothing but leaves, so yeah, I'm gonna call it that. I've just walked up to where I would normally make the river crossing for the Woodland camp, and the dry slip road along the side of it that I walk up is flooded, and I think I'm unable to get up to it. See, so I cross here normally and then walk up this dry river bit, but it's flooded and it gets really marshy and deep when it's flooded. Why is it so deep? Why is that flooded this time of year? It never happens. I'm gonna have a look through the side of these bushes, see what it's like there. It's even worse over this side. It's you know, if that goes at that speed, if that goes past your knees, you're gonna have a problem standing up in it, just because of the force of the current. And then if it goes to your waist, you're less likely to be able to stand up in it. Even with my pack weighing us down, nah, I'm not gonna chance it. If I go over on my side in that and my pack's still on my back, it's pulling us under like. I think even with a stick, I think the current's too strong for me as a person. I've only got little twiggy legs. I mean, even if I cross where the rapids are, it's likely to be shallower, but it can be slimy, and obviously it's more speedy on the rapids. I think I'm just gonna may have to compensate with another idea. Although I keep on seeing flashes at the bottom and telling myself I can make it. Let's just have a think for a bit. Never ever in all my days have I had to fight a current like that. Oh my god. It's just like, wow. I am so happy I took the stick with us. The rapidness of that. I'm gonna have to go, I'm sliding. Yeah, I should have waited until I was out before I started to record. I started to slide down. Oh man, that's flooded over that side, good and proper too. I've sort of stranded myself on an island now. So yeah, just like 2 inches above my knees. Cold, and like when you get, I got out to it and about here the current starts hitting you, and me being the sort of person I am, sometimes if I'm standing in the middle of the river for too long, as a sort of vertigo comes over you and you feel like you're going with the river. It's not very nice at all, so I tried to focus on the other side and just keep on trotting along. I'm actually quite chuffed with myself after that. It's probably the fastest I've crossed the river in a good year. Like, it's normally a dry riverbed, but thankfully it's just the mouth of it that's a bit flooded. There is a pathway I can get to up the side of it, which is quite spot on. Oh, my legs are freezing. Up by the old beech trees. Massive old trees. This woodland's really dark. This is the old woodland camp. A long time since we've been here to camp. Quite a bit of fallen wood too. Nice fresh bits. That river crossing was rapid. I'm quite tired out now. That's me drying out my socks now. It's best to give them a good wring out, get as much water out as you can. I'll put this pole along here just to get them close to the fire. My pants are wet too, I'm going to get them put in there once my fire gets a bit more. Yep, that's my pants on there too. The old shorts on, my chicken wings out. Shouldn't take too long, like, it's a good little fire pit. Plenty of nice fallen wood too. See the steam coming off them now. They're almost dry on one side. Wind's picking up a lot. Hope it doesn't rain. It'd be pointless drying my pants then. Just have a little wander around camp. It's been so long since I've been here. That deer's looking right at me. Oh, there's more than one. There's two. Beautiful. I don't think they know what I am. The lights on the trees as the sun sets. Don't worry, I'm not roughing it. I've got some emergency cakes. They're a little bit squashed, but they still taste nice. I thought I'd attempt to boil water in a plastic bottle just because I've seen it done on a survival show before, so surely to God this can't be healthy, but if I can manage to bring it to a boil in that bottle, then I can take it off and transfer it to my cup, and then I might be able to have a hot brew. But I feel that the plastic's like seconds away from bursting into flames. But it might be fine, the fact that the water bit at the bottom's alright. Maybe should have put a bit more water in it. The size difference of that bottle. Yeah, it actually started to boil and I poured it into my cup. Got myself a nice little latte there. And yeah, everything on the bottle started to melt and shrink, but it never penetrated it because of the water. And it tastes like water too, you can't taste plastic a lot. But yeah, it's a one boil wonder, that. Just have to see if I wake up dead with plastic poisoning. They're everywhere, these shrooms. Even a little bunch over there. That is my hammock and tarp up, an underquilt. It's going to be grand tonight. Put the underquilt on because, yeah, it still gets nippy at night. Show you better first thing in the morning. Got all my stuff underneath there like that. Just on a tarp, my fishing kit and my bag. Turns out I forgot my grill too. So I've wrapped that stick that I've been using to dry my clothes on in tin foil, and I'm just going to hang my steak over that and put it over the top of the fire, and that should do the job. There we go. You know what I might even do once it's partly cooked on here? I might just put it on this rock here. Looks like a nice place to finish it off. Nice and hot too.
in my hammock, in my sleeping bag. All my clothes are dry, even my socks. Quite happy. Steak was awesome. Shame I didn't catch a fish, but again, I'm not that fussed. We'll catch you all in the morning. It's like 1 AM and the temperature's dropped to like 10 degrees Celsius. We'll see you all in the morning. That's what 5 AM looks like, people. A bit lighter now. I'm up on my feet. I'm just going to start getting packed up and head back down to that river crossing. That's my hammock tarp just to come down.
River looks clearer today. A little bit shallower, but not much. At least all the low bits are starting to come back. It's the crossing done again. Just below my knees this time. Well guys, that's us again. Thanks for watching. Appreciate the comments. If I get back to you, I'll do my best. We'll see you all in the next one.